Morning, Eco Gypsy. End of September, so sort of marks the end of our season really, and the burritos is finished. We've just brought the burrito van back and the lorry back to site where they'll be here for the winter. We're off on our holidays. Sounds good, doesn't it? We're not really. Well, we're going for a road trip because end of the year now, it's time to visit family and catch up with a few people that we haven't seen. Our summers are quite busy here, and it's when we sort of make the majority of our income, so we need to be here on site and around the area to do that. But now we're going up the road, so let me show you this little bad boy. This is our vehicle of choice, 2007 Transit minibus. I've had tons of campers, I've had all sorts of caravans, I've got some nice stuff in the yard. This is perfect for what we need. We don't, you know, we're not a sort of person who lives in the van. We sleep in the van, we cook outside, we use the facilities when we can. So this is really basic. All we've got in here is solar, where we can plug our phones in. It's got some lights and bits and pieces in here. Double bed across the back, and a bit of storage above, and a little bench seat there to sit on. So if it's pouring down with rain, we can sit in here and read a book or just chill out, listen to the radio, whatever. And that is about it. Emergency loo in case we get caught short, but that doesn't get used very often. Yeah, so it's just us and the dogs. Off we go up the road. I'm going to document a little bit of it. Family are funny, not everyone wants to be on camera, so I don't know how much of that we're going to get, but we're going to go up to Lincolnshire and around and just have a little drive out. So yeah, this video will be back by the time this video gets out, but I'll say we're going to document a few things. There's a few places I've got on the list to go which could be interesting, so yeah, follow the journey. I'm going to go and clean the van now because it's absolutely minging. There she is with a clean. Come up quite well, this old Transit, considering we don't use it a lot and lay in the yard most of the time. But I am going to paint this as well. I've been promising my missus for years, so I'm going to paint it up to here with in a black stone chip paint, just to keep them bottom quarters going, because that's where they all go around them arches. So give that a good paint up to that line, and then possibly she wants an army green on the top, but we'll see how we get on with that. But yeah, all ship shape and ready to go. Onwards. Action. Well, that's the first drop done. We've been round, took my mum out for a bit of breakfast for her birthday, and now we're heading to Bostonshire. Have a little look up there and see the other relative. Landmark. Another landmark. Here's what I call the two-way calves. Calf on each side of the road. Normally always stop here and have a bit of dinner, but we've already eaten today. But lots of tanks and stuff here. Look, normally do a few shows. A good place to pull up in for a night of sleep as well. Onwards to Boston. Coming into Boston, we're definitely not stopping. No reason to stop in Boston. We are heading through to Spilsby, but this is Boston. There's the docks, the old docks, fishing docks. There's a big old buoy and some big buildings. But we've got no real desire to stop in Boston, so we'll keep going. I think it's up this way somewhere. Dogs are happy. Here we are, Spilsby town. I don't know what to say really, it's a little old northern market town. So this is where we're going to spend the night. And then head on from here, probably up to Skegness.
What, you got to get in there?
That's what I had. So here we are.
Oh, is it?
Look at this place.
Yeah. It's getting worse, this.
This is my dad's place. All this he's done himself, built these wardrobes, bookcases. He's in there yarning. So, nice old place with all reclaimed stuff and quite a good use of a Artex ceiling, I think.
Yeah, we kind of went over it quite quickly, so I'm looking for.
And we go through here, show you these rooms. Work in progress, but lovely bedrooms. So we're stopping here in the van for the night. This is the dining room, or dining room in progress. Yeah, so we're stopping here the night, and then we're going to head off tomorrow to Horncastle to an amazing little, hopefully they're open, but it's an amazing building, co-op building, and there's a really lovely second-hand place there. This is what we do when we're not working in our own reclaim yard, we just go around other people's. Now this is van life this morning. Oh yeah. I think we'd have to readjust our living style if we were going to do this full time, but one of us had a good night's sleep anyway. We're going into Spilsby market today to have a little look round there. So we've got Wild Man's Motorcycles over here, and we're now, the centre of town is just up here. It's an old market town, old northern market town, and they still have an auction on an on the ground auction on a Monday. So we're going to have a little look, see what bargains we can find. Old hardware shop, got some beautiful old buildings around here, and then look, here we go for the on the street auctions. And I think they've got like a bit of a farmer's market here as well, so we'll have a little look. We can get over the road without getting run over. Lovely to see old-fashioned stuff. Looks like car boot stuff to me, but let's have a little look. There's a good few lots. No registration fee, just bid on the day. All sorts of stuff and things. Oh yeah. You'd love to live here, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Several bits and pieces. Have a look over here. Stereos. Oh, trailer boards. I need some trailer boards. Guns, machine guns.
Remember you 50 pence two. Anybody interested in two?
God, they're a bit tight round here, aren't they?
Right, the necklace there, nice heavy necklace. We'll start you £5 for that lot.
Spilsby, the height of I don't know what to say, the height of whatever. We're now going to the top end of the market where they got some pop-up, I think Fishman's there and a few other stalls. So you got the auction down the bottom and then you got them up the top. There's a few little shops here. Not that many boarded up places, so this is Monday morning Spilsby market. They got nice fruit and veg, yeah, proper old fruit and veg, sweet stall, a few little charity things, and the fish man. Good to see. What else have we got up here? It's got a lot of nice little shops, to be honest. Ladden's Cave, gift shop. And we come through last night and see 3 or 4 pubs open, which is nice to see again. So yeah, all good.
And then we've got the ones that we normally sell, like mixing 3 pasta bits. It's all the same. Yeah, it's all hot roast.
Same insurance.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Good stuff.
Nathan's got you some oil. Yeah.
This is like a social for a lot of people as well. They can come in, have a little talk, have a meet up with people, and for a lot of old people it's vital. So nice to see. So that was Spilsby Market. Every Monday I think they do that. It's 10p on the pound for everything you buy, so bargain. Right, now we're off to Horncastle, have a little look there. So we're just in Horncastle, about 10 miles from where we were, so we're going to have a look around here for the day. This is this is an old church antique centre. I've been here before a long time ago with my daughter, now here with the missus. This isn't the place I was going to show her, but this is the first place, so we'll have a little wander around here and then take you into town. There's an old cooperative building and it's really, really pretty. Mad building and just full of the most mental stuff, so but this is quite pleasant as well. I'm cracked on a lovely day here today. So, and also I'm going to show you the website we've found, or the app we've found for park ups as well, because we're going to stay between here and Skegness tonight we found a lay-by we're going to pull up in. Anyway, let's take you in here. Stuff and things. Here we go. Gotta love these old churches. Look at this place. And it's got the smell. Lots of gear. Good use for an old church, I think. This room looks a lot like my missus's dressing room. Look at that, man. There's some stuff. Think of that.
There's stuff everywhere. I've got to take a picture to send to.
Some beautiful old clocks. Records. So it's keeping these old churches in use, keeping them heated, keeping them used. Knives and forks, anyone? Look at that. Got some stuff in here. I thought my place was full, but this takes some beating. Oh, freaky dolls. Look at that for a tea set. They obviously rent cabinets here, do different. This isn't all one person's thing, I shouldn't think, but yeah, some mad gear in here. Horncastle High Street, it's full of antique shops and things like that around here, but this is the one I wanted to show my missus because this is an eyeful. If it's still like it was, she's going to be yay holiday. Antique centres, that's what we want. This is the old Lincoln Cooperative Society building. The building itself is pretty special, to be fair. Let's have a wander around here.
You locked it?
No, not yet. I have now. Yeah, there's a lot to look at in here. Oh, they are something to do with the other ones. So, lovely old building. Oh, wedding dress. Fortunately, no one's getting married soon. Look at this. I'll take you upstairs in a minute. Yeah. Top boy. Oh, upstairs is closed, that's a shame. Fabric and big stuff, yeah. You can't get up there. You're not allowed. Anyway, some more here, look. I'll walk you through it. Thimbles, anybody? There's some stuff here. Cabinets and cabinets and cabinets. It makes me feel a lot better about my place when I come in places like this. I think I'm quite organised. Oh, we went in this area before and it was quite full. Obviously having a few problems with the water coming through, but yeah, that's that.
Box of fingers.
Yeah, there's sort of three there because there's 2 or 3 in there you might want.
There might be. We've got a couple of days.
Oh, that's a bit of a shame because we backyard is open. Yeah, this is the old cooperative building. When I came before, you could go upstairs. It was pretty extensive, and this backyard is pretty legendary because I think they've been here a long time, and they've been piling gear in here for a lot of years. So sadly, the owners told me they've had to have the council have asked them to do electrical work, but this is the backyard. They've been collecting up. I'll see if I can get a zoom in here. They've been collecting, there's tea sets and china everywhere here on tables, and then that building over there is full of copper and brass. In here, just all ornaments and stuff, just tons of gear. So, but unfortunately you can't walk round. But yeah, there's some gear. Look, out the back here. That.
Wow.
And then these buildings here are all full. This is all full. That's all full. One of them's just full of copper and brass ornaments.
Well, you can't go in there.
No, you can't. You used to be able to come out that back door where we were and walk all around here. Some stuff in there.
That's wonderful.
Little honesty shop, which is a really lovely idea. So everything's 50p and a self-service, and you put your money through the back wall, and then they got a whole thing of books. Lovely idea. There's the book, and then that's where you pay. Lovely. Well, we're quite liking Horncastle. Looks like a very pleasant place. Surprising, some beautiful buildings there, and surprisingly not a lot that isn't open. A lot of charity shops, standard, but we found a little cafe, so we're going to have a bit of dinner before we head on our merry journey. I think we're going to go down Skeggy way. Can't beat a bit of Skeggy. Quick pit stop. Just getting a couple of breakfasts at Doodle's Diner in Horncastle. This is in the old bull ring. You'll catch up if you follow my other channel, Reuben Reviews. You'll see the review on the breakfast. Looks good so far. We're just waiting, and yeah, dog friendly little cafe. So yeah, you can catch up with the review on Reuben Reviews. Like Horncastle, nice little town, plenty of shops, plenty of stuff. People seem really friendly. Just had a nice breakfast. On to Skeggy. Lovely bit of road this is. This is the Lincolnshire Wolds. So there's a big valley here, but it's very, very green. You've got sort of rolling hills both sides. And these lovely big old roads.
It's just hedge.
Skegness looks a lot like a lot of other seaside towns, but we're now going to see if we can find a park up for the night. We've been using an app which is called, what's it called?
Park for night.
Park for the night. Now they've got the barriers on, so you can't get in there. There's a big car park there, no good for us because we can't get in. Got the gypsy barriers up. This is the north side. We're seeing if we can find, there's a couple of things on, what's it called, Park Up? The Park Up app.
Park for the night.
Park for the Night app. Let's see if we can find a little pull on. Plenty of pubs and bars. Let's see if we can find somewhere where we can park for the night. Walking distance to the pub, walking distance to the beach. Here we are in Skeggy. I found a little park up on the sort of seafront, and we're also sussed out a little street parking around the back on our app. So we're going to park up here for a couple of hours, have a little wander about, probably grab a beer, grab a bit of food, and then find our evening, where we're going to go for the evening. Funny, innit? Get in the van, get all the stuff together, get the dogs, then we end up on the beach done exactly the same as we do when we're at home. But we've got a pier to look at today. Look at that beach hall. Look at that. Oh, it's jet. No glass, but jet on Skeggy Beach. And a big old lump. Oh. These are quite interesting, sea defence. Nice idea. I suppose they got big holes in just to deflect the sea a bit, take the power out of it rather than a solid lump, and it's a bit more sort of decorative looking. Run all the way down now, look. Could do. And a seawall. So, morning. Van life, day 2. Had a good night last night, a good sleep as it goes. This is where we ended up, I'll show you now. The Smuggler's Inn. We are in Ingoldmells. We could not find anywhere in Skeggy that we felt, well, safe is probably the right word, what we thought was an appropriate park up. We've ended up here, which looks rough as anything. That's us there. And we went in, talked to the pub, and they just said, yeah, you're right, tuck yourself up there out of the way. And to be honest with you, that was a good night. We had a few drinks in the pub, bit of food, got our heads down, and that was fine. And very, very quiet as it goes. We've had a slight change of plan. Let me show you out the front there. Ingoldmells is basically a massive static caravan site. It's just one caravan site after another, and big amusement arcades, bingo halls. I can imagine this place would be absolutely heaving in the summer. But this time of year, everywhere's shut and closing up, and no one's done any food, and it's all a little bit end of season. So we are going to head over to Lincoln today, come away from the coast and cross over and get over to Lincoln. I used to live in Lincoln many years ago, so I'm going to see how much it's changed and have a little day round there. Now come back to Horncastle and we're heading out over and down to Lincoln, so it's a real pretty bit of country this is. Britain is a very beautiful place, and this Midland area is particularly nice. Trying to find a calf for breakfast. So I just pulled up to Lincoln, going to give the dogs a run on the field. I think it goes up onto the common here if I remember correctly. This old Lincoln High Street where I used to have a tattoo studio, or used to work in a tattoo studio I should say. And yeah, this will be a bit of a nostalgia trip. I haven't been here for a long time, so we'll have a look, see how much the place has changed. I think 96, 97 I lived here, so show my age. Lincolnshire Common. Used to walk my dogs around here 20 years ago, 30 years ago, whenever it was, a long while ago. But anyway, still quite a beautiful place. I'll have a little wander about. Lovely old place. Coffee shop. River down there. Some boats. Might have a wander down there in a minute. Some nice thing. That big old angel or whatever it is. And then we've got the famous, as you go up to the cathedral, the arch. A pretty little road. This is at the top end as you come up to the cathedral, up to what they call Steep Hill, and it is very steep. Oh, young lady with a nice looking dog. Speaks in jars. It's a mad looking shop. All sorts of dials and knobs in there. Bullets. Steep Hill. No shit. I don't think we're going to attempt that today. My knee's already hurting, and that does get very steep up there. It's got to be the hottest day of the year for some reason. It's got red hot, so we've stopped for some juice on the little boat by the river. Try and get out of the sun for a bit. Train watcher's dream, this place. Divvies. It's got to be the only town in bloody England still got a train track run right through the middle of it. Splits the city in half. Well, Lincoln's changed a lot. Very, very busy town. One thing that me and my missus have just discovered, well, we kind of knew all the way along, as we don't really do urban, do we, babe?
No.
We're not really into the city shopping experience. So we're going to jump in the van and head off somewhere else. We're sort of winding away back home now, so we're going to see if there's anywhere worth visiting. We're not that far away from where we live. We're only probably 80-90 mile away. So at the end of the day, I think if we have got a Scotland trip planned. That'll be a bit more up our street, I think, a bit more rural, and we can get right up in the mountains and in the hills and have a proper drive out. But this has just been a little catching up with friends and family and a little look round. But yeah, 30 years ago I lived in Lincoln, and it's a absolutely heathen mecca nowadays. Right, onwards. So just left Lincoln. We are heading over towards King's Lynn and Castle Rising area. There's an auction over there, or auction house what was it? Second-hand shop?
Auction warehouse.
Auction warehouse, apparently.
Antique warehouse.
Antique warehouse. So we're going over there. It's only about an hour and a half away. Then we're going to find somewhere to park up over that sort of area. So sort of winding our way home, basically.
Right.
Right, we're here. It's north of King's Lynn, I think. Sort of across a bit. So we're going to have a little look in here and see what we can't afford, and then find a pub and a pull-on. And if we can't, we're about an hour away from home, so we could probably just cane it through home and get home if we needed to. There we go, as seen on Bargain Hunt and Antiques Road Trip, and now we're here. This is a bit posher than Driftwood. You've got shopping trolleys. Oh my life. Hello, how are we?
Alright.
Good, good. Right. Wow. Lots and lots of cabinets of stuff. Yeah, it's certainly a warehouse. Wow, there's a lot of gear in here. This is more a antique centre, I think. They obviously rent individual areas out to people. A lot of the places do this now, so obviously you've got a lot more people in under the same roof. Everyone chips in a bit and pays for the rent, and normally you do a day as part of your rent agreement. You would just do a day towards reception. Let's see if there's anything in there we haven't seen before. Nice sign. Nice cupboard. Set of drawers. Let's see the prices on these. $375. That's about it. Oh, more than I could charge, but still. Nice little bit of architectural. $275. Wow. Yeah, there's some gear in there. I would say this is higher end stuff than the stuff I deal with, but it's not necessarily the stuff I deal with, but this is There's a lot more of this here. Lost the missus already. Had a few bits of this, but nice stuff. Obviously shines under UV light. Uranium. Got a whole section here for books. Jesus, so pretty impressive. They got some gear in here. Yeah, this is just the bookshop. So God knows how many people are in here. There must be 100 stalls at least. More than that. All very shiny. Found this little waif and stray down here. Stuff and things.
Yeah.
You got to see in the main building.
I know.
Pretty mental. He's cool. Two on them. Bit of repro. Castle Grayskull, who can remember that? Let's see how much that was making. £38. I can't see He-Man anywhere. 1981. I've got some lovely stuff in here. Really lovely. I think I need to get my polish out and start polishing stuff up. Oh, look at these. So they're Celtic Cross. They've got some age to them. Little markers. You'd have thought that'd have made more than a couple £100. It's definitely got some age to that. Surprising sometimes how little stuff makes. This dude's got some gear. Nice stuff. Yeah. Well, there's definitely some antiques in there, and most of the prices are pretty reasonable. I was quite surprised. This furniture is absolutely stone dead. No money in that at all. There's stuff in there for next to nothing. So, but yeah, this is worth a look. There's a lot there, a lot there. Right, we're going to carry on our journey and see where we end up. So we're at the Three Horseshoes in Grimston. It's sort of on the way back home, but on the sort of back roads to King's Lynn, back, I don't know where we are. But there's a tractor parked outside the pub, so that's a good sign. And they do food, so we're going to get some food and see what where we end up. There would be nice, right where we are now would be quite good, but we'll see. So, this is where we ended up. Yep, back home. I think the trouble is, if you live in a beautiful place and a place you really, really love living in, and you've got good people around you, going away can sometimes be a problem. So we did have a nice trip, to be fair. Met some nice people. What we've decided we'd do again, if we do another road trip, which we're going to head off again up to Scotland at some point, and just plan the route a bit more, because we got to a place last night, had a really good pull on, Went to the pub, had a pint, had some food, met some people, and just thought, oh, this is going to be perfect. And then the pub shuts at 8 o'clock. And then you're stuck basically in the middle of nowhere with nothing, and not so enjoyable. We like sort of making a do of it if we're out and about. So the van's not really designed to live in, it's designed to travel in. So we can go from place to place in it, and it's comfortable to sleep in. But spending like 24 hours in there, it's a bit dull. So it's nice if you can find a nice environment. So, but it's been a cool little road trip. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and comment, and we'll catch up with you on the next one. Take care.